Yeah, we're on, man. We're recording. What's up, guys? Welcome back.
Hey, Alright, welcome back, guys. I'm here with my good friend Daniel. Welcome to the channel. Damn, fuck. What were you saying? I thought you said it well. No. What's up, man?
What's up, man? We're on?
Yeah.
We're on, man. All right.
What up, guys? Welcome to our channel. My name's Skyler. This is my boy Daniel.
Yo, what's up, guys? Thank you guys for watching. Let's get to it, man.
I'm rusty, huh? When's the last time we recorded?
Last 2 weeks.
Oh, okay. It was Wednesday, huh?
Right. What's up, you guys? We're back at it again. Thank you guys for watching, subscribing. For those of you that have been following us, we appreciate the support. Once again, I'm Daniel, and I got my boy Skyler here.
What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for all the love and support per usual. And we're just going to jump right back into a new topic today, a new conversation, and hopefully you guys enjoy it, take a little piece of it, and let us know what you think about it. One of the topics that we want to start with today is addictions, things that we struggle with, that we're addicted to currently, past, how we overcame them and stuff like that. So I'll try to start it off with something that comes to mind. I know I was trying to write some down off camera, but some addictions that I've had in the past, I don't know, year that I've slowly tried to weed out is two things, and I'm gonna start with food because we're going by topic. But
Yeah.
So the food items that I'm really addicted to is chips and soda, Coca-Cola soda. Like I have to have one. Like I crave it so bad. I have one in the fridge right now, and I told myself, no, put it back, put it back. But I'm really addicted to it because of the crunch. Like it actually helps like alleviate stress. If you didn't know that, like crunchy stuff like that, like in your jaw and you're pressing down on it, that help relieve stress. So you, like if you're tensed up and stuff like that, that's why people are like chew gum and stuff like that. But that's why I like chips, and I unknowingly didn't know this until like my sister, brought it up and said, you're addicted to chips only because you're stressed or you're like,
That's right.
So that was one of those for me. And then soda is because I love the fizz and like the helping me like, burp when I'm eating and stuff. I don't feel full. Like water makes me full. But those are my two food addictions right now. What are yours?
Being lazy, man. I'm addicted to laziness. No, but honestly, I could tell you my past ones for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Coke was one of them. I wouldn't eat if there was no Coke.
Yeah, no soda, huh?
Yeah, like, no, just Coke in specific. Like, no Sprite, no, I don't give a shit about anything else but Coke. I used to live like across the street from like a liquor store. And if I will get home from work or school or whatever, and there was like no Coke, I will leave the plate right there in the table. I'm not lying, dude. I'm straight to the liquor store to buy my fucking 2-liter.
Me too, man.
And I mean, it all depends on the way you are, dude. Like on the way your body works. Because I know for me, when I could show like signs of addiction for like a week or two straight. But if I tell myself, okay, I'm gonna stop drinking it, it's like if I never actually like was addicted to it. It's so weird, dude. Like,
you have a strong mind, then therefore addiction doesn't really apply to it, like to you. And I believe in that too, because I also believe in that addiction is all in the mind.
Yeah,
to a certain extent, because there is addiction for like the weak-minded or the people that we can go deeper into that one in a little bit. But yeah, the addiction part is we let it like overtake us, like saying, oh, I need this.
Yeah,
it's like a fix, right?
Yeah, so it's it's hard, dude. Like I do see people who like are in the street who are addicted to alcohol. Maybe that was another addiction of mine, but it was only on the weekends. Friday through Sunday, for sure I was drinking.
Yeah.
Like, and for sure Friday and Saturday I was getting drunk. That was us for sure. Sunday it was a little less, but I was still drinking. But again, once I told myself, what, I'm gonna stop drinking, I went for a month and 2, and then now we're at 8. So it's tough, dude. And I do see people I guess food is what we are addicted to, as I'm just to name another thing. When we're hungry, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're hungry. Like when you feel like you're starving, doesn't necessarily mean that you're hungry. It's just your body or your mind telling you that you're addicted to the food. So therefore we're addicted to it, that we start thinking, we feel something in our stomach, then okay, I'm hungry already. And then we go eat.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So this is in reference to like if you're like, you know, obsessively eating, not just like you are starving because you haven't ate for 6 hours. You're talking about like every 2 hours. Like if you were saying you're hungry every 2 hours, or you're just
overall.
Oh,
Dude,
okay, overall.
Like I mean, once I'm done with what I'm doing right now, I want to do a 72-hour fasting.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, dude. So I've seen it and I've heard it, like, you know, from the people that I follow, that they mentioned that, and they kind of made me think like, okay, maybe we are addicted to food. Doesn't mean like, you know, because back in the days people would go days without eating.
I don't think that was by choice, man.
No, dude, but I mean,
you should at least eat. I think you're supposed to eat at least once a day, man.
That's what we've been told to do. You know, it's just like they say, oh, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Well, technically, you're not supposed to eat like in the first 3 hours after you wake up. You know what I mean? So if we do the science and the research behind all that, which I mean, I just go based on the YouTube videos that I watch, and because the people who are saying it are people that I look up to, you know, who are already made it, who are successful. So whatever advice they put in, it's like, okay, you have to listen. They know something that I don't because they're doing what I want to be doing.
Yeah. Well, also, I think that it's based on personal preference too, because some people like fasting in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Some people don't like having heavy meals in the morning, and then there's others that have a really big breakfast, a lighter lunch, and then a light dinner. It's like when you choose like your heavy meal. So I think everyone does have like a personal preference on it. So it's like, it's kind of like, you know, again, like a give and take. It kind of what works for you might not work for them, but it's something to at least try, right? And I'm with you in the morning too on, you know, I don't eat much in the morning. Either a shake, half a bagel, maybe something like small, and my bigger meal will be lunch, and then I'll have a light dinner, or I try to have a light dinner. So because my energy is like really high around lunchtime, and that's when I have my big meal, so that I'm ready to have, you know, a workout later in the day and stuff like that. Because if not, then I am gonna feel like I'm starving.
Yeah.
And I'm one of those that I don't know I'm hungry until I'm physically starving, and then I'm already hungry. Like it's the weirdest thing ever. Like I don't know, like I won't ever say to myself like I could eat right now. I've never been like that. For some reason, it's like I don't pay attention to it. 6 hours later, like holy shit, I'm starving. And I'm just like, oh, I need to eat now. Like, that's how I feel. I was like, I need to eat now before I pass out. I get dizzy and shit. Like, it's all bad.
Yeah, no. I mean, like you said, it all depends on your body, right? So, I mean, we're not telling you to fucking starve all day or do this or that. But it's good to, like, test your body, right? Like, that's why I want to do the fasting. Because, I mean, I've done, like, a day, like, just liquids. But I want to just do, like, just water. No, I will do coffee, green juice, and all that shit, but I just want to do water for 72 days.
72 hours.
72 hours. 72 days, I'll be dead.
72 days, you died without a week of food. You're scientifically dead already.
As I was saying, for 72 hours, I just want to test my body, right? Like, that's why I do, like, the whole, again, going back to the miracle morning, want to do uncomfortable things, and
that's one of them.
That's one of them.
Yeah, I want to do a fast, but not like a full, like just water fast. But I know it's really healthy for us. I mean, I don't know if it's every 6 months they say to do, or at least, you know, every 3 months. I forgot what it was when I read it, but they do say if you fast for, you know, at least 24 hours to 48 hours, that's when your body like resets. It clears out all the toxins, right, of your liver, all that, you know, maybe all that drinking that we've done, you know, all the bad stuff. All the bad foods that we consume, like, you know, it's gonna be tough though, because I know that everyone says like the first couple of times they've ever done it, they get migraines, they get headaches, and I hate getting migraines. You can't really take anything on an empty stomach. You can't take the pills, so it's gonna be tough. You know, like maybe it's something I'm gonna add to my list. Maybe I might do a 24-hour fast, but I've done fast, but unwanting to. Like, let's say when you're sick, that's why you lose so much weight. Or let's say I have, if I do wake up with a migraine, because I get migraines sometimes, I will actually only eat very small throughout the entire day, and I count that as a fast. Because it works. No.
Voluntarily though, you haven't.
No, I haven't volunteered myself to miss a meal unless I really have to.
Yeah, I mean, and at the end, it's just do shit that's gonna make you uncomfortable, right? Like we've mentioned in the past. But aside from like the fasting and things I want to try, what have you done? Like, okay, you realize, so you were told, okay, you're addicted to chips. What made you like? Because now I'm assuming you consume them less.
100%. Now I've switched now. Thankfully, I've switched to tortilla chips only. And for my white folks, tortilla chips. But yeah, I switched to tortilla chips because they have obviously the extra stuff that's in the other chips, you know, like the Fritos and the Lay's and all that stuff. There's so much extra in that. Like if I'm gonna cut my addiction, it's gonna be less chips, and 2, it's gonna be only like tortilla chips that have like regular salt and like low amounts of sodium. But I even try to cut back on that, but sometimes it's really tough because I'm just like, I need the crunch, like I need that feeling. But I eat less of that, and then soda I've switched out. That was one of the first things I cut out because I mean, with all the sugars in it, 39 grams of sugar in a Coca-Cola, I mean, you can't lose the weight. You can't drop weight. Your body's gonna hold on to that sugar. We're not gonna feel energized and all that stuff for like ready for the gym. So I've switched to sparkling water. I don't know if you've tried sparkling. Did you switch to sparkling water too, right? Yeah. Just so like Perrier or something. But those are like my 2 new healthier addictions but eventually, like, you know, I'll cut chips out. Maybe not entirely because it's okay to have them sometimes, but at least like not every day, not 3 times a day.
Yeah. It's like I say, like, well, they're unhealthy addictions, but they're not drugs. You know what I mean? Like
it could
drugs,
be worse.
Yeah, for sure. Like anything worse than that, like don't at all. But like chips, soda, even alcohol, occasionally, right? Like once in a while, not every week, and how I used to do it, or even people do from Thursday to Sunday. Like I wonder how the fuck do they do it, you know? Because it could get pricey, dude. But what would you say, or like, how was like your process of cutting everything down? Because I mean, for me, my process is just like
mine don't matter.
Yeah, just from day to night. That's it. I'm gonna stop.
Yeah, that was me. That was me too. We're like-minded in that sense. I believe that addiction is all in the mind. To the extent, like I said earlier, that there's some addictions, like, you know, there is drugs out there, like if you're doing hard drugs, or if, like, let's say you've been drinking your whole life and whatever, those addictions are real. I believe those are real. Yeah. But other addictions are not real. Like I believe that we have the mind and the power to tell ourselves, no, there's no more. And even the people that are addicted to drugs or addicted to alcohol have that choice too. They're just choosing not to make it that important. They're choosing to say, today I'm gonna have a drink because I need it, or today's been a tough day. Even though I said I wasn't, like, you know, there's always an excuse. Yeah. And again, it goes to an extent. I'm not saying that addiction is not a real thing when it comes to those certain things. But for me, I believe that I'm a very strong-minded person, and I believe and I do what I say to myself because I'm a man of my word. I've been taught by my dad is to, like, be a man of your word. And being a man of your word is saying, if you're going to say something, if you say something to either yourself or to someone else, a certain time saying, I'm going to show up, I'm going to do this, and you don't do it, you're breaking your own word. Yeah. And as a man, that's like ripping me apart, you know? Even Scarface says, you know, like, fucking all I got in this world is my balls and my word, and I ain't breaking them for nobody. Yeah. The only reason I know
that's facts, dude. Facts.
It's facts. So, and it's fucking true. I just rewatched Scarface, so that's how I know it came to the top of my head. But yeah, like, my word is fucking everything. Like, I feel like I guilt myself when I say, let's say I'm gonna pick up my son, or I'm gonna go do this with my son, or I'm gonna do this with my partner, with my girlfriend, whatever. And if I say I'm gonna do something, I just want to stick to it, because when I don't, I feel bad inside. Yeah. So that's how I stop myself for, like, most of my addictions is like, okay, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to be healthy. If I can't do that for myself, how can I expect others to do it too?
No, yeah, I agree, dude. It's tough. Again, like, those addictions, like alcohol, drugs. I feel, I mean, I don't know the science behind it, but I do feel like once you've been doing those shit for so long, like, your DNA kind of like gets 0.0001% of that drug. It's in there, you know. That's why it's tougher for them to let go of that, because the DNA needs that 0.0001% in order to keep functioning. Yeah. And if you don't take it, that's my, like, theory behind it. I don't know. Yeah. But, like, if you don't take it, then that's why you feel like you need it. You know, that's why that's why people go crazy. Or you see people, like,
yeah, the withdrawals are fucking nuts, dude.
Because that cell is like, okay, I need this shit. But once you surpass that, then that's when you can start improving and making better choices. I personally suggest, it's kind of like when I wake up in the morning, right? Before I start waking up at 4, I would wake up at 6, and then 5:30, 5:15. Just take, like, little steps at a time, you know? Don't try to go from one day to another. If that works for you guys, and that works for you, by all means, go for it. You know, like, because that works for me.
Yep.
In some areas, but if it doesn't, then instead of drinking Thursday through Sunday, just do Saturday and Sunday, and then do Saturday, and then just one on Saturday, and then maybe none at all. You know, just little steps, baby steps. If it's hard for you to break those like bad habits and stuff, and that's what I do, and that's what I tell people, just really one bad habit at a time. And you know, one bad habit could last a whole month for you to get rid of it. So it's just, you have to know where you're standing and what you need to go in order to fix that addiction or that habit.
Yeah, I want to say that you hopefully, if you have an addiction to something, there's always ways to turn a bad habit into a healthy habit. And I think you mentioned that, I think on one of your TikToks or one of your messages, that I don't know if it was you. Maybe I just saw it when I was scrolling, but I could have sworn it was you. But is there what are one or two items or bad habits that you switched automatically from night to day into good habits?
Cold showers, that's one. And then just drinking, dude. Like from one day to another, I'm like, you know, I'm not gonna drink until, I said a month, and then it was a month. I'm like, okay, well.
But did you switch those for good habits? Like any of the bad habits, did you like, because you know that works sometimes too. Like if you, okay, I'm addicted to chips. Yeah. Let me constantly, let's say, instead of picking up chips every 2 seconds, I'm going to grab my water bottle to, like, you know, again, it's just addiction. Sometimes you're addicted to just the thought of just doing this.
No, yeah.
Or so did you do that with any of your addictions?
So, I mean, for alcohol, just water, sparkling water. Yeah. Everywhere I go, if they have sparkling water, I'll get it, you know, because you have like the fucking the sparkling there. Kind of feels like you're drinking soda, but without the sugars and the flavor and stuff. So that's a healthy one. And then what else? I mean, warm showers will fuck up my schedule, dude, especially in the mornings, you know. When it's nice and cold, you do a warm shower, you start, you know, you take it in, you start thinking about life, and then next thing you know, a 5-minute shower turns into a 20-minute shower or 30. So that, you know, once I'm in there fucking all nice and the shower feels like a steam room. I used to do that, you know? So it would mess my thing up. And once I'm late to work, you know, everything just goes downhill. Like we mentioned before, like you get in the mood, you don't have time to eat your breakfast or to do your morning routine. So I switched that to straight cold showers. Now they're like under 5 minutes. Yeah.
So for me, I've never been addicted to showers. I've always been in and out within like obviously like 5 to 10 minutes, you know, like, and yes, we're like, guys, we're still scrubbing, right? Relax. But my showers are not long, you know, like I've never been in there and like said, unless like I'm in pain, let's say I have a headache or a migraine, I'm sitting there for that and it like takes my mind off it, because water actually helps, and cold water, as you know, and ice like help relieve migraines. So unless it's that, then I'm sitting there for like an extended period of time. But anything after 10-15 minutes, I'm like, why am I still in here? Like, it's just like, I'm over this. Like, but you would think that the people that do take long hot showers, it's relaxing, it's calming, because that's what it's supposed to be. So you would think that after they have, you know, they take that long shower, they come out and they feel like, relaxed and everything. But by then, if they take it in the morning, hey, maybe you're late for work.
You're late for work. Yeah, I mean, it all depends how you see it, right? Everything could be an addiction or just a bad habit. From fucking not picking up after yourself, not doing your bed, or just being rude to people. It's just little things that it could be bad habits again or addictions. You just have to know where you want to be and what you're struggling at, and just go after them.
Yeah, I want to say to our millions of followers, all 5 of you, or however many there is. But no, I want to say if you guys struggle with addiction, if you want to just like, you know, put it in the comments, like one thing that you're addicted to, that would be dope. Or like one thing that you overcame that was part of the addiction, that, you know, chips, candy. You know, I know candy is a big one for some people. Put that down in the comments and see, just to see how many people actually have the same exact mindset, or not the mindset, but have the same addiction as you. And maybe you can learn something from them. You know, if you don't take something from us, maybe you learn something from them, like how they overcame it or a technique that they use. That would be dope.
Yeah. That would. Just write whatever you overcame or what you're working towards or what you're doing now with your addictions, and then we'll take a look. Because I mean, again, it's crazy how we think that it's only us, but you're addicted to Coke, so was I. Like, who would have thought, right?
Soda, guys, relax.
To soda, to Coca-Cola. So who would have thought? So it's just like, I'm sure there's thousands of people out there who are addicted to the same thing, or who But the problem is that we don't say anything, so we just think it's us. It's only us. But no, just write it in the comments, and then we'll take a look, and we can discuss it sometime next week.
There's also a thing that, you know, people say to themselves. You know, they always say, it's okay, I'm addicted to candy. Oh, that's not bad. That's not drugs, or it's not this. You know, but, and again, it's not like a bad thing. You don't have to cut out. We're not saying cut out chips, cut out anything that you don't want to. If you don't want to, that's all by all means. But if you're looking to see mind over matter, if you're trying to see if you're strong enough, like mentally and physically, to like just cut something out for 30 days, you'll be surprised at how much you actually don't crave it anymore after that. Yeah. You know, like the craving of candy, when you crave sweets, you actually crave fruits. There's certain fruits that you can eat that actually help you. There's certain fruits that you can eat that help with those cravings. Mm-hmm. And that's all you have to do. You know, like sometimes when you think you're still hungry, it's actually you're thirsty. Your hunger actually confuses you sometimes with water. So sometimes if you drink a glass of water, you're like, okay, I'm still hungry. Then obviously you are hungry. Or if you didn't eat for 6 hours, right? But there's certain things to try to kind of trick your body out and say, hey, you know, you need nutrients, or you need, you know, vegetables in your life, or you need whatever the case is, right? Yeah.
No, yeah. It's just, you just have to know your body and kind of try different things. Just because you want a candy or a sweet doesn't mean you have to go get it, you know? Like, it's, if you cannot control, like one of the people that I follow said, if you cannot control what you put in your body, then what can you control? You know, like,
yep.
If you know eating a fucking piece of cake is unhealthy and it's gonna fuck up your diet, but you still eat it, then if we're trying to make a business deal, if you tell me, oh, I'm gonna do this, am I really gonna trust you? You know, like if you can stick to one thing, to little things, as fucking work out in the morning, eat healthy, and your macros, whatever it is that you're trying to do, if you cannot stick to those, what makes you think that you're gonna stick to bigger things?
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess the take from this episode, or from this set, would be that, you know, find certain addictions, start small, grow as you grow, and you become like, and you conquer one addiction, go to the next one, one, and see how far you can get. You know, challenge yourself, guys. Like, that's all like life is. Like, you don't, I mean, if you're not willing to challenge, you're not willing to make those changes, then that's totally fine. But if you are searching and you are, you know, you're watching this and you're saying, like, you're thinking to yourself that, you know, maybe I should change one thing, or like, oh gosh, like I need to stop doing this, you know, that's not a good habit. You know, whatever it is, it doesn't have to be the things we mentioned. It can be other things that only you know inside your head that are addictions. Then, you know, try those things out, try to cut it out small, and go from, you know, baby steps. Yeah. Take one day at a time, and you'll be very surprised of how much you can conquer and how strong you actually mentally are.
Yeah, and we're saying addictions, but also ties into bad habits, right? Because people may be like, well, I'm not addicted to that, but you do that constantly. It's just a bad habit. Well, yeah, that bad habit's technically an addiction, you know? Yeah. Just, or people would try to be like smart out there and be like, okay, well, that's not my addiction, I'm gonna keep doing it. No, those bad habits count as an addiction. So that's how I'm seeing them. Bad habits, addictions, know where you at and work towards it.
Yeah, Daniel, thank you so much for the great insights, and like not just the insights, but like how you, like, you know, you were dealing with addictions, how you swapped them out, and like how it was like obviously easy for you. Again, with me, it was just as easy. And I hope that, you know, whoever's watching this, you take a little something from this. You know, we really appreciate you watching. Please like, subscribe. It's just a click of a button. We really appreciate all the love and support again. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.
Peace.